introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he will have the Broncos first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Block working out of the gun. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rodney McLeod. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. This one complete to Jerry Judy. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup at 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Fourth down.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. The screen pass here to Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up
on 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Open man is Anderson. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Eagles nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run with Sanders. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. Third down here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that
blitz coming, and down he goes.
That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Oh, yeah! The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, coach, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game.
Why do niggas keep skipping, bro? What type of...
My fault. I'm playing a Madden game right now, so I'm a little AFK right now. Show I'm almost done, though.
Like, bro, this little faggot bitch killing everybody, nigga, and like, bro, it's obvious who it is, bro.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Clock now on 1st down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the gun. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go.
Sosa, bro.
Surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, what happened?
Able to get what they need to keep the drive.
They talking about you in the chat, bro.
What they saying?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Green motherfucker was like, he don't talk much. But nah, Lily was like, she third willing. And then,
Off of play action. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on.
From the 21, it's 2nd
Hey.
and 10. To throw again. Block. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Eagles 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No, don't vote orange. I'm trying to kill that nigga.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Throwing is Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, 52 yards.
Salsa, bro.
And the Eagles have
Whoop that nigga green real quick.
I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind him, he can really launch it. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off on the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action, Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
They stay on the ground with Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red end zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And quickly finding Rager. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Eagles 21.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here, I'm the GOAT, lil'